Hi you guys, my name is Latoya. Welcome to my crafty space. I think I'm going to work on another Christmas card. Let me go and get some supplies. Alright you guys, my card is done. I know I kind of just hopped from starting the card and now it's complete, but I'll go over what happened because I decided to talk to my fiance. So I just recorded as I was doing, which was really helpful, and then I was just listening to music. I just really needed to be in my own space without recording as I was going, and I made this card in like record time, which is huge for me because normally it takes hours and hours to make a card, and even though I had like a layout as a starting point, y'all, I didn't even really follow this layout. I'll explain. Okay, so what I started off, there we go, I had to zoom out more. So what I started off with doing was I knew I wanted to play with red. So I took Poppy Parade from out of my stash and I'm like, this red is vibrant. It's Christmassy. I love it. Great. Then I went ahead and I knew I wanted to play with some die cuts. So I just took out a bunch of dies because, you know, when you're in a mood and you want to craft, you need to just do. Or in my case, I need to do because I can just overthink. So I went ahead and I did some die cuts. And then I ended up taking these deer here, and this is the knit sweater dies. I took the deer, and when I just sat them down against the Poppy Parade, I was like, oh, a deer background is really interesting. Yeah. Yes, these pieces are a little large, but I might be able to work with them, so I just went with it. In addition to those die cuts, I cut out this little, I'm not sure if it's really a sentiment tag, but it looks like a really cute tag. I got the tags from out of this set because I knew I wanted to play with this also. You know, you just need to see things in a different light. I know that this makes a little cute box, which I thought was adorable. And you guys, I don't make like boxes. I don't do 3D type things, but I did love how this box looked. And I loved the additional tags in here and how you could use pieces of the box just, you know, on a card also. So this was a very nice investment. So this is the pretty pillow box dies. I ran those through also. So I just had, you know, just a bunch of pieces at my desk to futz and fiddle with, which again, I highly recommend if you're like, oh, stuck in your head thinking you need to feel, you need to do, you need to move stuff around. Because if I hadn't cut out these dies, I wouldn't have known that these pieces as a background would be swell, and I wouldn't have known to use the other die from this set just on the side here. I think it was like a fluke. I had moved it over and I was like, oh, it looks really nice here. I think I'm going to do that. And I did flip this card like around, down, like I did some of everything. And so I had the deer everywhere. I thought that was cool. I'm not sure if at that point I had added this, but I knew I needed something going on in the background. So I decided to use my dry brush background stamp. I was looking for something that's out current that everybody can get their hands on. And it was my first time playing with this. I'm like, you know what? Let me give this a try because again, if you don't try, you're not going to know if something's going to work. I just wanted a bit of a grungy background, but also give it like that faint, like wood look almost. And I could have used that other set that's out, like, birch, but I didn't. So if you have birch, I'm sure you can get the same look with birch, honestly, but I just wanted to use this because I hadn't used it yet. And when I stamped that in white pigment ink, which Stampin' Up! Does have, I just stamped it twice and it gave me this look, this very faint look that I wanted against the red, which was nice. From there, I knew I wanted some peppermints, and I went ahead and I stamped out a ton of peppermints. These peppermints are just so cute. I love them. And they are from the Frosted Gingerbread bundle. Well, I have the bundle. I did use the dies with these. They are so stinking cute. Now, I didn't want to use these peppermints just because I thought they were just a little too small, but they could work. You could try that out. But these, I felt like they were a little too big when I actually, you know, stamped them out and placed them all around the card. I did not like how they were kind of like in competition with my die cut deer, and I wanted these deer to like be the focal point. So, well, not focal point, but I wanted them to pop out and stand out more than the peppermints. So then I thought, why don't I just, you know, stamp the peppermints in white on the red background, which is something I don't think I would have done if I hadn't thought about it. So I actually stamped on a piece of Poppy Parade like scrap, cut it out, and then I placed it here to see if I like the look. So I like how it's faded into the background, but it stands out. And I know that white peppermints look a bit weird, but it works. Like, you see them and you do see peppermints, and it's just a really nice look, and it complements the deer, I think, really well. It adds to the holiday season look that you get with this card. Then I went ahead and I used this die here that I told you guys I had cut out. And I stamped that awesome "Wishing You a Merry Christmas" sentiment in white, and I heat embossed it. It is so lovely. And then I decided to give it that chalkboard look to help tie in the white from all around this card. So I just went around it with my white pigment ink and my blending brush. And of course you can use Stampin' Up! Blending brushes. I'm just using tools that I have, you guys. And to make sure that I kept this card all Stampin' Up! Because I was going to use a Nuvo drop here to make that tag like look like actual tag, have it stay. I ran through one of my tag dies just so I can use this little hole here from the die, and I placed it right here, and it's absolutely perfect. I know, really silly, but I told you guys, like, all Stampin' Up! Except for my base. My base is Neenah cardstock, because that's what I buy for bases. So again, you can use a white Stampin' Up! Cardstock. Literally, it's just white cardstock. I just prefer the Neenah bases. And I went ahead and put a little deer on the inside. So you guys, this is my card. It is all current SU product. I love the look. It is very different, and it's not what I had in my head at all, because I started off with the sketch in mind. But once you start working, you just go with your mojo, and it takes you to, like, you know, super cool places. And now I have a bunch of extra bits for another card. So I hope you guys are motivated and I hope you guys are inspired by seeing my little project. Totally not what I had in my head, but again, just pretty cool, and I'm very happy with this card. I think I will make a couple more of these. I loved playing with these stamp sets. They were so much fun, and I loved playing with these die cuts because, you know, without taking them out and fiddling around with them, I wouldn't have gotten this look. I mean, I wouldn't have thought to put 3 different die cuts together. So I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you all do something crafty that makes you happy. Okay, bye.